Hi, Wiggle Worms. It's Monday again. We're here to have some fun. And we have our special guest back this week with her accordion. So I guess we can go ahead and get started and we can sing our hello song. So, Miss Rachel, you go right ahead. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Very good. We need that for the Irish jig. You could play some songs and I'll get up there and hop around. How about that? Okay. Since St. Patrick's Day is this week, it's not today, but it is Wednesday. We're going to read about some leprechauns and shamrocks. And this first book is called St. Patrick's Day, and it's by Anne Rockwell. And it's going to give us a little bit of background about St. Patrick's Day and why we even celebrate it. Okay, so here we go. On St. Patrick's Day, I wore my green shirt, green pants, and even my green striped socks. Pablo wore green sneakers. Everyone wears something green on St. Patrick's Day. At school, we worked in teams to finish our St. Patrick's Day reports. Charlie, Jessica, and me, Nicholas and Sarah, Pablo, Kate, and Sam, and Machiko and Eveline. Miss Cisco helped Charlie and Jessica and me find out about St. Patrick. He helped us type the story we told. This is the story we printed out. It's called St. Patrick. And here is the story that they wrote. One bad day, people took St. Patrick from England across the sea to be a slave in Ireland. Patrick was a shepherd. He didn't fight with anyone. But he missed his mother and father, so he escaped. But before long, he went back to Ireland to teach the people to be kind to each other. Nicholas and Sarah wrote a play. Nicholas said, I am St. Patrick. Do you know why there are no snakes in Ireland? No, everyone replied. Because I drove them away, said Nicholas. Sarah was a big green snake slithering across the floor. Nicholas rang his bell and beat his drum. Hiss, hiss, I'm scared, said Sarah. I'm going to run away. Follow me, snakes. Said Nicholas. All the snakes are racing to the sea. Now you know why there are no snakes in Ireland. My bell and drum scared them away. Clang, clang, boom, boom. Pablo, Kate, and Sam love music. Mr. Kelly, the music teacher, taught Pablo and Sam how to dance a jig. That's what I was just talking about a minute ago, how to dance an Irish jig. Kate fiddled fast while Sam and Pablo danced. They wore green top hats. They looked like the leprechauns that make mischief on St. Patrick's Day. Eveline and Machiko told about the special plant St. Patrick brought to Ireland. Do you know what that plant is? It's a shamrock. They explained how he planted shamrocks. Shamrocks are tiny, bright green plants with 3 round leaves. They brought a shamrock for each of us in a paper cup. I'm going to plant mine in our garden. Mrs. Madoff said so many Irish people came across the sea to America that we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, whether we're Irish or not. Many Americans are a little bit Irish, but not me. I'm all Irish. My mom and dad were born in Ireland. My grandparents, my aunts lived there. I went to visit them when I was 4. Here is a picture of me in that green, green land. There he is. When I got home, Mom was baking soda bread because that's what her mother always did on St. Patrick's Day. That's called a tradition. People put on their best clothes and wore shamrocks. They went to church to pray the way St. Patrick taught them. When they came home, they had a fine meal with soda bread. We took a loaf of Pablo's mother. We took a loaf to Pablo's mother. She said it smelled so delicious. We should have a slice with some hot chocolate. Yum. Looks pretty good. On March 17th, we all wear something green. That's because it's St. Patrick's Day, and St. Patrick's Day comes just before spring. The sprouts that come in spring are green. That day, we are all a little bit Irish. There they are dancing the jig. That would be fun to dance a jig. Okay, now I've got a little rhyme. It's called One Green Shamrock, and it goes like this. One green shamrock in the morning dew, another one sprouted, and then there were two. Two green shamrocks growing beneath the tree, another one sprouted, and then there were three. Three green shamrocks by the cottage door, another one sprouted, and then there were four. Four green shamrocks near a beehive, another one sprouted, and then there were five. Five little shamrocks, bright and emerald green. Think of all the luck these shamrocks will bring. Shamrocks are supposed to be good luck, so who knows for sure? Our next book is Pete the Cat, The Great Leprechaun Chase, and it's by James Dean. Do you guys like Pete the Cat? I do. He's fun. He's ornery, kind of like the leprechauns. Okay, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and Pete's teacher, Mr. G, is teaching about leprechauns. The only time you can watch one is on The only time you can catch one is on St. Patrick's Day. A leprechaun will bring you good luck, Mr. G says. Now everyone in class wants a leprechaun. Pete gets a great idea. He will open a leprechaun catching business. St. Patrick's Day comes and Pete gathers some supplies. He hangs a sign above his stand. This will be easy, Pete thinks. Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. Squirrel is Pete's first customer. I want a leprechaun, Squirrel says. I need good luck for my test. Cool, I'm on it, says Pete. Pete has a plan. He will follow a rainbow until he finds a leprechaun. Finally, Pete arrives at the end of the rainbow and finds Clover, the leprechaun, next to a pot of gold. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Trying to catch him. But Clover is way too fast. Did you think you could catch me so easily? He asks. Once there was a cat named Pete who thought nabbing some luck would be neat. Then he happened upon a smart leprechaun who he'll find quite tricky to beat. Clover disappears in a puff of green smoke. There he goes. Pete will need a new plan. That afternoon, Gus visits Pete's Lucky Leprechaun Catchers. I want a leprechaun, Gus says. I need good luck for my band recital. Pete says, I'll see what I can do. Pete plans to lure Clover out with his music. He plays a jaunty song on his guitar. Before long, Clover dances over to Pete. Just a little closer, Pete thinks. Suddenly, Clover starts spinning around Pete. Around and around, Clover goes faster and faster. Look what he did to Pete. Oh no, Clover wraps up Pete with a rope. Pete has finally met his match, a crafty leprechaun he can't catch. He'll never win, he better give in, or find something else to snatch. That evening, Callie visits Pete's Lucky Leprechaun catchers. I want a leprechaun, Callie says. I need good luck for my tennis match. Says Pete. St. Patrick's Day is almost over. There isn't much time left for me to catch a leprechaun. But Pete won't give up yet. Pete sets a trap for Clover. Before long, Clover tiptoes up to the trap and sniffs the air. I love candy, he whispers, peering under the box. Look at all that candy. Crash! Pete rushes over and checks underneath the trap, but it is empty. Clover skips away. Pete has tried many a plot, but still I haven't been caught. And isn't it dandy, I even got candy while Pete ends up with a squad. Pete has an idea. He follows the trail of all the spilled candy to Clover's secret hideout. Pete sneaks up behind Clover. Swoosh! Pete finally catches Clover. Why do you want me? Clover asks. I'm helping my friends who need some extra luck, Pete says. Luck doesn't come from having a leprechaun, says Clover. You and your friends have each other. That already makes you as lucky as can be. Could Clover be right? Pete is one very lucky cat. A lucky cat doesn't need a lucky leprechaun. He lets Clover go. After all that, he lets him go. Pete decides he will be the good luck his friends need by helping them out himself. Pete helps Squirrel study for his test. Squirrel aces it. Pete helps Gus rehearse for the recital. Gus rocks it. Pete helps Callie practice for her match, and Callie wins it. Clover magically appears. Good job, Pete, says Clover. I have one more poem for you. While Clover played hide and seek, Pete learned something unique. The luck that you make beats the luck that you take any old day of the week. Happy St. Patrick's Day! See that little ornery little leprechaun there? Yay! Okay, the next little rhyme we have is called I'm a Little Leprechaun. It's I'm a little leprechaun dressed in green, the tiniest little man you have ever seen. If you ever catch me, so it's told, I'll give you all of my gold. Think that's true?
I wish.
I wish.
I like it.
I know, but they're hard to catch. Very hard to catch. And then I've got one more little rhyme. We'll go ahead and do it now. I spied a little leprechaun outside on the lawn. I hurried out to catch him, for I knew soon he'd be gone. I tiptoed very quietly, sprang toward him with a swoop. He shook his fist and disappeared, all but this little pile of poop. I scared him, huh? Okay, so our last book for today is called 10 Lucky Leprechauns, and it's by Catherine Healing and Deborah Hembrook. Look at that pot of gold. Okay. The woods are full of leprechauns and treasures to uncover. Fiddle-dee-fizz, their magic there is, when leprechauns find each other. One leprechaun hears a noisy wee elf, who's playing a squawky kazoo. Fiddle-dee-fizz, 'tis magic it is. It's leprechaun number 2. 2 leprechauns find a busy wee elf, who's painting an orange-spotted tree. Fiddle-dee-fizz, it's magic it is. It's Leprechaun number 3. I don't know why, but I'm having my tongue twisted today. Okay. 3 leprechauns spy a nimble wee elf who romps on the green forest floor. Fiddle-dee-fizz, it's magic it is. It's leprechaun number 4. 4 leprechauns see a silly wee elf who splats in a belly flop dive. Fiddle-dee-fizz, 'tis magic it is. It's leprechaun number 5. 5 leprechauns watch a jolly wee elf who's practicing juggling tricks. Fiddle-dee-fizz, 'tis magic it is. It's leprechaun number 6. 6 leprechauns spot a speedy wee elf who zooms by engines a revvin'. Fiddle-dee-fizz, 'tis magic it is. It's leprechaun number 7. 7 leprechauns glimpse a lively wee elf who's balancing on the old gate. Fiddle-dee-fizz, 'tis magic it is. It's leprechaun number 8. Good job. 8 leprechauns view a frisky wee elf who's zipping through trees on a vine. Fiddle-dee-fizz, 'tis magic it is. It's leprechaun number 9. 9 leprechauns meet a clever wee elf who's hunting for treasure and then fiddle-dee-fizz, 'tis magic it is. It's leprechaun number 10. 10 leprechauns find a big pot of gold at the place where the bright rainbow ends. But fiddle-dee-fizz, the true magic is finding 10 lucky leprechaun friends. Oh, that was sweet. We like that. Well, that's all of our stories for today and our rhymes. I just wanted to let everyone know that we have take and makes here available at the library. This week it's going to be a Shamrock Man. Just come on in and pick one up and take it home, and you can make your own Shamrock Man. So I want to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day, and then we are going to sing our goodbye song now. So whenever Rachel's ready.
Ready?
I'm ready. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Bye, everyone. Hope to see you next week.